Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from the group 3 will present about our event that is a caravan festival for the subject MGM 4823 Island and Federal Tourism Planning and Development. For the first, I will introduce myself. My name is Wan Muhammad Anashoke bin Washazi. My metric number is S4821. Okay, for the group presentation A, Safaria, Shazwani, Imanina, Izzati, Nabila, Siti Aisyah, and Muhammad Zarif. Now I will start with the background. For the introduction, but the background detail of the Terengganu Drawbridge. Kuala Terengganu Drawbridge is a circular bridge in the mouth of the river Kuala Terengganu, Malaysia. The bridge is the fourth bridge in Kuala Terengganu city area that straddled the river after Sultan Mahmud Bridge, Mane Bridge, and Pulau Sekati Bridge. The design of the drawbridge Terengganu was inspired by the London Tower Bridge in London. The drawbridge has a 20-meter wide single carriageway that spans 638 meters over the mouth of the Terengganu River. The drawbridge of Terengganu also the first drawbridge that built in Malaysia and Southeast Asia. It is constructed by the Zealand Construction Sdn Bhd with a cost of 248 million. The construction of the bridge started in August 2014 and was completed in May 2019. Next is the tourist arrival. The tourist arrival in Terengganu from 2015 until 2019. As we can see from the chart, we can see the tourist arrival in Terengganu is increased significantly compared to previous year. The tourist arrival has recorded in 2019 is 5,240 tourists. For the tourist expenditure, we can see from the graph the increase of the tourist expenditure in 2019. The 2019 has recorded around 6 billion tourist expenditure. Next is the type of activity previously in Terengganu Beach. You can see the picture one is the Sky Bridge Gallery. Sky Bridge Gallery has a painting by the local artist. It also shows a souvenir and painting to the tourists that want to take home to their country. And the cost per person for adult is only cost RM 10 ringgit per person, and for the children it's only cost RM 5 ringgit. For the second picture is the ride a boat to ride to Seberang. As we know, Seberang is renowned as the small and quiet fishing village of the Kuala Terengganu coast. So the tourists can hire a small boat and driver and whisk around the beach. It only costs RM 30 ringgit per trip. Next is the food truck in Drawbridge Terengganu. Food truck in Drawbridge Terengganu provide a variety of affordable dish for tourists who come there to enjoy food and drink there. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Safaria binti Syahriar S51656. I will continue the presentation with a concept of for new development, which is Culture Caravan Festival and outdoor activities. Okay, first of all, Culture Caravan Festival is representing the festival using caravan that highlight the uniqueness of every 14 state in Malaysia. Okay. Caravan is one of the not permanent accommodation that is perfect with a concept Culture Caravan Festival. Okay. Why we choose caravan? Because caravan are like a moving hotel that is equipped with beds, toilet, and a small kitchen, so that tourists will not worry where they want to sleep, where they want to find toilets, and it also have a small kitchen for them to cook instant food and so on. So that the Culture Caravan Festival is giving a tourist how it's feel to sleep inside the caravan, and they can get the experience on how they want to stay inside the caravan. Next is the concept is transforming each caravan into a pattern and decoration that is represent each state in Malaysia. This is the example or the concept for every each caravan that is decorated with different each state in Malaysia, which is we have Selangor, Terengganu, Malaysia, and Sarawak. So, okay, next is for outdoor activities. The outdoor activities at the Culture Caravan Festival is we have gym equipment, paintball, adult playground, picnic, kite flying, and trampolining. Okay. But the concept of trampoline is to create a healthy environment for everyone at the festival. The trampoline is not only for adult, but can it also for everyone can experience how to play a trampoline at the Culture Caravan Festival, and they can enjoy a good healthy environment beside the Terengganu Drawbridge. Next is gym equipment. The gym equipment is built at the Culture Caravan Festival uh, that can promote the growth of a healthy community, encouraging fitness and social interaction by exercising in an enjoyable open air environment. This is because when tourists wake up in the morning, they can go exercise at the gym equipment, and they can interact with other tourists, and they can also uh, uh, fitness in the open air environment, and they can uh, go exercise with the scenery of the Terengganu Bridge. Okay, next is the concept of paintball. Okay, the concept of paintball is that the outdoor activities in the Culture Caravan Festival is tourists or anyone do not have to be super fit to play paintball. All they need is the ability to have fun and sense of humor. So that this paintball is not like the adventurous paintball at the forest, but this is suitable for the Culture Caravan Festival. Then adult and children also can play the paintball. Okay, next is outdoor activities, which is adult playground uh, that are created to provide opportunities for adults to also enjoy this activity, and not only children can enjoy playing in the playground. The concept is, why should kids get to have all the fun, but adults are working hard, right? So some place to play hard are here, so that the adult can also enjoying play at the playground. This is perfect for tourists that travel alone, or tourists that travel with friends, and so on. Okay, next is the concept of a picnic is to eat together while enjoying the scenery in Terengganu Drawbridge, either in the afternoon or evening. So the site beside the Terengganu Drawbridge is a perfect location for tourists go to picnic, so that they can have they can go picnic outside the caravan, and they can see enjoying the scenery in the Terengganu Drawbridge, and they can eat together with family, friends, relatives, and also other tourists. Okay, next is the concept of kite playing activities is to make the atmosphere more lively, and in addition is to be able to introduce Malaysian culture, which is a wow, that are that they are so that they are better known by tourists, so that the international tourists that came to the Culture Caravan Festival, they can enjoy playing activities like kite, but they can know also about the culture, which is wow, that is a traditional activities that traditional activities of nation culture. Okay, next is the concept of um, other culture caravan festival, which is we have mini surau, caravan office, and caravan mini clinic. Okay, mini surau, the concept of a simple mini surau and comfortable Islamic theme for tourists to perform prayers. The mini surau is for tourists, Muslim tourists, and the mini surau can accommodate to 10 to 15 people. And the mini surau is also equipped with a prayer rug and the Al Quran for visitors. Next is caravan office. The concept of the caravan office at the caravan festival is that the office will be built inside the caravan. So it's not only have caravan for tourists that is designed and decorate every state in Malaysia, but also have a office in the caravan. The other caravan that is built to be office. So the purpose of this office is for any complaint about caravan damage or about outdoor activities and management matters such as maintenance, waste management, and so on. Last is caravan mini clinic. Caravan mini clinic is a modern clinic that is also built inside the caravan because the caravan has equipped with beds and toilets, so it is easier to treat the injured tourists at the festival. But if there is a big cases or serious incident, the tourists will be directly taken to the hospital. So that is all the concept for Culture Caravan Festival and outdoor activities. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nabila binti Abdul Samad and my metric number is S51109. I will present about the design of Culture Caravan Festival. A total of 17 caravan will be parked along the road, including the office caravan and clinic caravan. The caravan can accommodate 4 to 5 people in one caravan, where there are 2 queen-size beds and 1 single bed. It also includes a small toilet and kitchen in the caravan, and we also provide a set of table and chair in front of the caravan. Next, I will talk about the outdoor activities. The first activities is trampolining. For trampolining activities, we got 5 types of trampoline, which is round trampoline, octagonal trampoline, cage trampoline, young trampoline, and bunny trampoline. For the round trampoline, it was a very basic trampoline for the beginners to start or starting practice. For the octagonal trampoline, it was bigger than the round trampoline and it able to have many people to bounce on it. Next is a cage trampoline. Cage trampoline comes with a cage that allows a much safer bouncing and keeps people from being fell from the trampoline. Next is a young trampoline. Young trampoline is designed for the young children and it also comes with a cage to keep the children more safe while bouncing in the trampoline. And last one is a bunny trampoline. Bunny trampoline is there are a bunny cords that are attached to a structure or possibly some type of crane. The next activities is a gym activities. We will use the outdoor fitness equipment such as the air walker, elliptical, cross trainer, leg lifter, pull chair, stationary bike, and many more. We will arrange the equipment regularly according to their types. Okay, for the third activities, we provide a paintball activities. We will use the pump for the children guns, and we will use the paintball marker for the adults. We need the paintball mask, which is necessary piece of safety on the game to protect our face and eyes. Next, we will also provide a vest for each person to wear while they're playing the paintball. And we provide a loader to hold them, and lastly we will provide the barrel sock of or plug for the marker. The next activities is the adults playground. Adults playground come with 3 types of activities, which is playground equipment to test physical abilities such as climbing frames and obstacle course. And the next type is fun playground equipment, which is roundabouts and a big swings. And lastly, we also provide the trim trails equipment for the adults for having more fun there. Other than that, we also provide the picnic activities. The picnic activities, we will use the aesthetic design, and we will use the picnic mat in the nude colors such as the soft pink, soft yellow, and so many more. And lastly, the mat materials are waterproof and stain resistant, which washable and fadeless. The last activity was the kite flying. We will use the Delta kites, which is the most famous kite in the world, and the material we use is the ripstop nylon, which is lighter and make it easy to fly up in the sky. This is my development area. The red color is our development area. And this is our design plan. As you can see, the design with the flag one is the caravan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Alia binti Muhammadin. My number matric is S52551. I will continue our presentation with a SWOT analysis, which is a SWOT for Terengganu Drawbridge and a SWOT for Caravan Culture Festival and outdoor activities. SWOT analysis can be divided to 4 elements, which is strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. Strength is characteristic of a business which give it advantage over its competitors, while weakness is a characteristic of a business which make it disadvantageous relative to competitors. Then, opportunity is element in a company's external environment that allow it to formulate and implement strategies to increase profitability. Lastly, threat. Threat is elements in the external environment that could endanger the integrity and profitability of the business. The first strength of Terengganu Drawbridge is tourism icon. This is because Terengganu Drawbridge bagged the Best New Tourism Icon Award at the Malaysia Tourism Council Good Award 2019 held in Selangor. Then, the strength of Terengganu Drawbridge is first bridge in Southeast Asia in Kuala Terengganu. This is because it is the first drawbridge built in Malaysia and Southeast Asia, constructed by Zealand Construction Sendirian Berhad with a cost of 248 million ringgit Malaysia. Attractive scenery is also the strength of Terengganu Drawbridge. This is because tourists can climb both tower and they can see from above the city of Kuala Terengganu. The first weakness of Terengganu Drawbridge is the risk of erosion. This is because if the bridge cannot receive the material, so the erosion might happen in short period of time. Then, in terms of security, this is because safety in the rest area and relatively low seating will endanger visitors resting there. Lack of civic awareness from local community and tourists is also the weakness of Terengganu Drawbridge because they do not taking good care of the area, which cause too much rubbish to be left behind. The first opportunities of Terengganu Drawbridge is participating in international conference and launch product. This is because Terengganu Drawbridge was introduced in London. Then, promoting Terengganu Drawbridge on a variety of media social. This is because promote Terengganu Drawbridge on media social is better known by tourists around the world. Then, the opportunities of Terengganu Drawbridge is promoting Terengganu Drawbridge on variety of social media. This is because promote Terengganu Drawbridge on social media is better known by tourists around the world as it is one of the external factors that we can see. Diversify the type of product and activities is also the opportunities of Terengganu Drawbridge. In the open space of Terengganu Drawbridge, we can be a place for visitors to camp or picnic while enjoying the beautiful scenery around the Terengganu Drawbridge. The first street of Terengganu Drawbridge is competition. The booming development around Terengganu Drawbridge is a huge competition for the management of Terengganu Drawbridge. Then, monsoon season. This monsoon season will restrict tourism activity in Terengganu because tourists from outside come to Terengganu but they cannot do many activities due to the rain that hit there. Pandemic COVID-19 is also the threat of Terengganu Drawbridge. The reduction in the number of tourists is due to the Movement Control Order, which is PKP, because they must stay at home and stay safe at the time. The first strength for Caravan Culture Festival is provide a complete facilities. This is because this Culture Caravan Festival conduct in a very strategic area, which is the area that close to the beach and the city, so that they must provide and meet all customer needs. Then, improve physical strength and resilience is a strength of outdoor activities. This is because through physical outdoor activities, they can improve their speed, strength, stamina, and motor skill. The weakness for Caravan Culture Festival is lack of sufficient budget for conservation. Sufficient budget is important to a company to make improvement to develop area with a various useful things in that area. Exposure to dirt and dust is the weakness for outdoor activities. The absence of walls and roof make the playground prone to dust and bacteria since it's exposed to the outside world and it's used by anybody who want to use it at any time of the day. The opportunities of Caravan Culture Festival is the diversity of teaching mode. Cultural Caravan Festival provide a variety of culture for tourists to learn about the various culture that are available in Malaysia. The opportunities of outdoor activities is promote mental health. Outdoor activities allow children to enjoy fresh air, sunlight, and the beauty of the world around them. Then, advocate responsibility. Outdoor activities as an opportunity to teach children about how to protect the environment. The thread of Caravan Culture Festival is global competition. Companies with strong global culture bring the best team together, sustain high morale, and keep employees focused on the company's purpose and mission. Lack of safety structure is the threat of outdoor activities. Compared to indoor playground, its outdoor counterpart is not equipped with play mat that can absorb impact from children who fell down. That's all from me. I will pass this presentation to other member group. Thank you.
The target market for the new development is millennial generation. This generation consists men and women between the age of 18 until 34. This generation usually progressive and open-minded, appreciative of art and modern culture, and willing to spend more on traveling. A research shown that 1.8 billion people, or 23% of the global population, can be considered belongs to the millennial. The reason why we choose millennial is millennial are focused on saving. Millennial earn less than their parents. To live in with their low income, they focus on building up their saving by renting a home and using public transport. Our concept can save up their money because the cost of the product is not too expensive. The next reason is millennials love to read blogs before they purchase a product or services. They love to do their own research and educate themselves on the product or service that they like to research about. To attract more customers, so they can learn more about our product, we need to get creative with the landing pages to market the product to the millennial. Millennial also like to refer to their network such as friends and family for recommendation. The millennial will pay attention when there is something interesting content from their network of friends and family. We need to get the users to read our content by incorporating referral marketing into our social media content. The last reason is the millennial think that experience of the marketing value is much crucial than the physical product. Millennial would rather to spend their money on experience than buying the goods. To attract more customers, we can position our ads and social media content to focus more on the experience of using our product. Culture Caravan Festival will represent the positive sentiments that surround culture festivals and provide this audience with a place to feel and experience the variety of unique culture from our country. Variety of outdoor activities and facilities provided are also available for the customers. One of the absolute missions of the festival is to attract people to experiencing the Culture Caravan Festival by their own.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Syazwani Hazira binti Shaurin. My metric number is S51887. Today I will present about impact of new development towards social, economy and environment. First is social. Social impact is the sum effort of any intervention or program implemented to address social disadvantage. Positive impact towards social. First is increase employment opportunities. By creating a construction project, it can bring opportunities employment to the surroundings residents. This is said because construction require labor to work on construction sites. So, foreign workers will buy their daily items at nearby stores. Second positive impact towards social is facilities quality improvement. New developments can bring facilities to the residents as they think that the developers will build facilities around their housing. Besides that, by making development, they will make road repairs and developments in the development areas so that it is easy to enter the area. Third positive impact towards social is new logging existence. Development can create new urban areas. Urbanity is the process of developing a settlement from a town to town. A city becomes a bigger city and beyond. The urbanization process will result in an increase in the population changes and increased urban functions. Increased basic and infrastructure facilities changes and increased economic activities. Increased urban size and lifestyle changes. Negative impacts towards social is first traffic jams. Severe traffic congestion will occur during the development project. This is due to the lack of roads wide enough for the influx of large trucks. So when these lorries come in, the roads will be narrow and other cars are forced to move slowly. This situation is critical when this congestion affects the standard of living of the population. For example, a driver emits a sound horn during development projects. Second, negative impact towards social is foreign worker interference. Influx of migrant workers causes residents comfort and harmony locally disturbed. Migrant workers found to be inhabiting the area housing such as flats near development areas, especially migrant workers from Indonesia, Myanmar, Nepal and Vietnamese. The presence of migrant workers resulted in social problems in residential areas nearby like burglary, stealing, making stays and fighting among them. Third negative impact towards social is inconvenience during construction. For ongoing development projects, various problems arise. This results in inconvenience and disruption to the local community. Among the inconveniences causes are disruption of electricity, water, roads or disconnected entrances, flash floods and so on. Fourth, negative impact towards social is affects the causes of livelihoods. Development projects under construction as well as those in planning also affect the livelihood of some communities. Traders who had to evacuate because the retail space was taken for the project. Landowners who are earning revenue from crops are being planted and their land is involved in land acquisitions. Entrepreneurs such as farmers, breeders, and manufacturers who perform various efforts such as farming, ornamental fish, ducks, and so on. On top of toll land taken for development projects, traders who lost due to flash floods problems due to stuck drainage system due to ongoing construction. Five negative impact towards social is recruiting outside workers. The impact of the arrival of migration has caused a social conflict between locals with the company because the company is more prioritizing employees from outside than the locals. Consequently, there is a triangular conflict between external immigrants working in companies and residents until the situation in the area is no longer peaceful. Second is economic. Economic impact has to do with the level of impact that some type of occurrence or event has on the marketplace. This may include unanticipated events such as sudden changes in the leadership of a major player within a given industry, new governmental regulations that affect several industries related to a given marketplace, or even some sort of act of nature that affects the ability of a major company within an industry to deliver goods and services to consumers. Typically, the goal is to not only identify when something changes and exerts an influence on market this direction, but also to ascertain just how much of an impact has taken place. Positive impact. First, positive impact towards economic is spending gains for employees. The number of migrant workers and the amount of money spent depends on the presence of various employment opportunities in the development area. During the working period, they require a variety of facilities and services. Among the types of facilities available to them, such as worker buses, vans, rental houses, and more. Second, positive impact towards economic contribute to national income. The influx of visitors provides the country with revenue. Earnings are attributed to tourist expenditure on housing, food, transport, and shopping. The revenue earned is used for the country's growth, such as providing facilities and improving services for the well-being of individuals and visitors. And third, positive impacts towards economy is increased revenue. Development allows riders to be fortunate because workers on construction sites subscribe to their stores. The implementation of development projects was found to increase the income of shop owners. Project implementation, the development will increase the income of the residents. Moreover, the arrival of external workers can legally boost the country's economy by providing various facilities that they can spend a lot. The negative impact towards economy is first, economic leakage. This condition arises when the money spent by visitors is in the form of payment, interest and salary at the destination visited. These be individuals move to another country from one country. These visitors invest cash on hotels, utilities and amenities. Second, negative impact toward economy is destination controlled by foreign investor. The negative impact on the local population leads to the growth of tourist destinations dominated by foreign investors. Foreign investors are investing in resort, lodging, food, services, and transportation growth. In the absence of regulation over this situation, international investors monopolize the market and control the potential growth of destination. For its own advantage, any planning and construction carried out seeks to gain double profits. Therefore, due to a lack of expertise, skills and resources, locals are marginalized from benefiting from destination growth. Third, negative impact towards economic is unhealthy competition among entrepreneurs. High competition in the selling of goods and services among entrepreneurs for tourists who can create unhealthy conditions in a destination. They use different marketing techniques such as pricing and bundles offer to ensure the goods are sold. Next is environment. An environmental impact is defined as any change to the environment, whether adverse or beneficial, resulting from a facility's activities, products, or services. Positive impact towards environment. First is increased education. New developments are able to provide opportunities for education in universities and technical college, attract young people into the city center, where they hope to provide better prospects for the future for themselves and their families. City centers in developing countries have become education and training hubs. As they are also in developed countries, all facilities in education will be more adequate and more advanced in urban areas than rural areas. Second positive impact to environment is many facilities are provided. After a new development, the government has upgraded the living standards of the local community by providing various types of facilities such as street lights, roads, transportation, shelter, and many more to facilitate the living of the local residents. Negative impact towards environments. First is concentrating and uncontrolled development. Concentrating urbanizing will lead to social and economic development only to exist the big city while other areas will lack. At the same time, the provision of the development will only be channeled, especially to the big city. Second negative impact towards environment is migration of rural residents. The migration of residents from rural to town can cause problems, especially to agriculture sector. Those who migrate usually consist of young, educated and economically active, resulting in the agricultural sector losing its skilled labor force and capable. Third negative impact towards environment is poverty. Most of the poverty in the city stems from unemployment and low income levels. The high cost of living in urban areas creates some pressure on family members, especially if only a husband or father works. Small income families cannot provide various needs to its members such as houses, comfortable residential, educational facilities to children, home appliances, vehicles, saving for the future, and many more. Fourth negative impact towards environment is isolation of residents by race and economic status. The problem of poverty will be complicated if there are several groups of residents according to the race live in something of a settlement in the city. In Malaysia, the tendency of the Malay community, Chinese and Indians live in a residential area, which is a loose sign of bonding, interaction, and integration of races. This may arise from cultural and religious background. And the five negative impact towards environment is physical environmental pollution. Rapid development also brings together the negative impact on the physical environment, especially the unsustainable development on the impact of the increase in the number of population and clutter of the development process. Some of the most frequent environmental problems air pollution due to emissions from the increasing number of motor vehicles, noise pollution, pollution from solid waste disposal, increased flash floods incidents and increased micro-temperature due to urbanization process. Otherwise, this pollution will have a negative impact on the well-being and health of the community. That's all from me for today. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning, Doctor. My name is Nurul Noizati binti Ramli. My metric number is S51755. Today, I want to present about technique to overcome negative impact. First, we have carrying capacity. Second, we have design standard. 3, we have EIA or environmental impact assessment. 4, we have SIA or social impact assessment. 5, we have tourism ethic code. Carrying capacity to control the number of tourist arrival entering an area at one time, to ensuring the area visited is preserved from destruction by tourist activity. Carrying capacity consists of 5 dimensions such as ecology, physical, social, economic, and politic. For carrying capacity, it can be applied in protected and environmental sensitive areas such as national park, state park, marine park, tropical forest, and others. We need to tighten enforcement to ensure damage to a minimal level. Enforcement is focused on controlling the number of tourists entering as well controlling the activity done by tourists. And for our project, Culture Caravan Festival, we can set the number of tourists or participants available at one time to enable facility to be accessed and avoid that anything problem to happen. And design standard, this aims to create an attractive image environment for a tourist product, provide comfort to tourists as well as minimize negative impact and maintain the uniqueness of the environment. The Culture Event Festival concept is for 14 states of Malaysia. So tourists can have feel the difference of culture, can experience the uniqueness of Malaysia. And for activity that can be done is picnic, trampoline, paintball at the playground and gym equipment can be done with safety secure because the equipment and activity facility must follow the design of safety standards. So this is can ensure tourists feel safe using it. For EIA is a study to identify, predict, and describe the pros and cons of a development project proposal that demand the need to community and between the party involved, namely the local community, develop uh, authorities for something to smoothen the situation. In EIA also study to identify, predict, evaluate, and obtain information through communication made related to environmental impact. And for the bridge, also have done EIA before it built. So for our project, Culture Caravan Festival, we are also need going to do EIA process before we proceed the project. For SIA is a process that identify, predict, evaluate, and convey information related to the positive and negative impact of a policy, plan, program, project, or operation plan on the community. SIA is used as a planning tool aimed at avoiding or reducing negative impact while maximize beneficial effect. And the social impact identified as well as mitigation and improvement measure and monitoring procedure ensuring in social plan. For our project, we also use SIA to reduce the impact. And lastly is tourism ethic code is a guideline for tourists and entrepreneurs about the activity that can be done or vice versa in tourism destination. This code purpose is to minimize a negative impact to environment and social in tourism destination. For this ethic code, they are placed in trend of Culture Caravan Festival, in trend and in tourist spotlight, in form of sign, pamphlet or brochure. And this is a code of ethics in Culture Caravan Festival. For example, first tourists entering the Culture Caravan Festival must register and booking in advance. Garbage need to be disposed of and the area need to be clean. Children must be accompanied by elders and at all time. For smoking, Culture Caravan Festival strives to ensure that the common area are smoke free. For the comfort of our guests, smoking is permitted only in designed smoking area. For food and alcohol, outside food and beverages are not allowed except those for infant and special medical need. And alcohol are strictly prohibited. Food and drink are readily available for purchase inside the site. And code of ethic when doing activity, we must we must make sure the participant have a healthy body, not suffering from heart failure, asthma and other chronic diseases. Participant must have physical and mental endurance. Participant need to register before doing the activity, adhere to the appropriate dress code, adhere to heart and word restriction for participants safety. Ensure all safety gear are fastened properly. Strictly follow the instruction to ensure safety at all times. And this is SOP. As we know, our country was hit by COVID-19. So this is a SOP that we must follow. First, we have My Sejahtera application. The employers, supply and guests or customer encouraged to use My Sejahtera application for meeting contact tracking. For social distancing, we have to make sure the distancing of 1 meter. And we also provide hand sanitizer and sanitize the facility and equipment before and after tourist use. And we also take and record personal information, include employee body temperature, hotel customer, guest, contractor, window, supply, service. We'll also prepare a guideline for employer to follow. We provide what must they do and what must they didn't should do. And others is for hotel guests movement, responsibility of hotel guests if not healthy, cleaning, housekeeping and general waste, cleaning and sanitize, cleaning and dispensing of general facilities such as toilet. The general area of the premise is implant at least 3 times per day for 20-hour operation. So we have to make sure we cleaning the place and make sure equipment and facility are being sanitized. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Zarif Irwan bin Zuraini. My metric number is S52662. Now, I will present about conclusion. The first point is area sites in an interesting area near the Terengganu drawbridge. The area given to us by the site is an interesting area near the Terengganu drawbridge. The second point is Culture Caravan Festival and outdoor activity is a main concept. We have Culture Caravan Festival and outdoor activity to grow the study area in order to attract tourists. Positive input from customer and visitor has been expressed in the proposed creation of Culture Caravan Festival and outdoor activity. This is because the idea shown is really interesting with a family theme and has a range of outdoor activity. Example activity offer are trampoline, gym equipment, paintball and family picnic. The last point is development area have a positive and negative impact. With the growth of this modern tourism, the development area will have a positive and negative consequences. This is due to the effect of the area development which has a good and bad impact on the political, social and environmental aspect as well. This development planning plan also includes steps to address the negative effect of this development.